Anyway, so here, do you want to do one? I'll do one. Maybe you could go next. I got this one here. CBC brings, brings Soviet-style propaganda to Canada. Political scientists claim climate skeptics marked by dark triad traits and flawed paper. This is by Michelle Sterling. CBC is reporting on a new study by Preussers et al. That claims people skeptical of climate change have personality issues associated with the dark triad.
I thought that was like a new organized gang group or something.
Narcissism, Machiavellianism, and psychopathy.
Wow.
Graham, you're a psychopath. Did you know that?
I guess. Yeah.
I guess I'm probably just a Machiavellianist. I don't even know what the fuck a Machiavellianist is. What do you think it is?
I don't know. I mean, I read the book and it was actually pretty good. You know,
let's see what the AI says. Machiavellianism is a term derived from the political philosophy of Niccolo Machiavelli.
Yeah, no kidding. But
oh, here we go. In psychology, you're gonna love this because you've read the book and it's pretty good. It's like a self-help book, right?
Well, no, not quite. I mean, some of it.
Okay, so psychological Machiavellianism. In psychology, Machiavellianism refers to a personality trait characterized by manipulativeness, emotional detachment, cynical view of human nature, and strategic long-term planning for personal gain. It is one of the traits of the dark triad of personality. Yeah. So here we go. In modern use, in the church term pops up in corporate settings, e.g., office politics, cutthroat ambition, romantic relationships, gaslighting, and governments, propaganda, and divide and rule tactic. Anyway, do you agree with that assessment?
Not at all. So let's see what the rest of this says here then, because it's going to be interesting, I think.
In contrast, they say those who agree with catastrophic human-caused climate change narratives exhibit pro-social traits like agreeableness and honesty, humility. Deniers versus compliers. Hey, this is from the Western Standard. This is another case of the CBC acting as repeaters, not reporters. At no point did they interview any climate skeptics or leaders of formal skeptical organizations such as Clintel, a Dutch-based international network. In fact, I first learned about the Persis paper through Renaud de Berger, Clintel's Canadian-French language ambassador. The paper itself is a curious thing. Funded by a 2018 grant from the Social Sciences and Humanities Research Council, the authors conducted their survey in 2020. Yet only now, 5 years later, do they publish their findings, attempting to paint skeptics as Machiavellian lunatics. The climate-related statements used in the survey are poorly worded. Respondents were asked to rate their agreement on a 5-point scale. Consider the first item. I am certain that climate change is happening. This statement fails to distinguish between human-caused and natural climate change. That ambiguity likely skewed responses. Ask any geologist. We have 4.5 billion years of evidence that climate change is certainly happening. The second statement reads, claims that human activities are changing the climate are exaggerated. Blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, respected scientists such as Stephen Koonin, Judith Curry, Francis Gervais, Fritz Verenhold have published books, and physicists William Happer, Richard Lindzen, and W.A. van Wijngaarden have published peer-reviewed papers showing that climate change is largely driven by natural variation. Clintel now has 1,995 scientists and scholars signed on to its World Climate Declaration, which states there is no climate emergency, and that natural forces, especially the sun, play a far greater role than human CO2 emissions. Now we're big oil shills. Because real science is about inquiry, not compliance. Greta isn't scaring the masses anymore. More and more skeptics are starting to think for themselves. That's it.